Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you. It's for Monday, 26th of February, the 11th day of Adar, which means we're getting very close to Purim. One more on the topic of Amalek. There's such a pent-up thing that we have about, we just had Parsha Zachor. We always must eradicate the memory of Amalek, and we're going to boo like crazy every time we hear Haman's name that comes from Amalek. There are arch enemy, and I just wanted to explain the source of all this, just in case you didn't know. It dates way, 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 way back to before Egypt. And here's like the beginning of the real beginning of the whole thing. Of their mother. And even then, there seemed to be a conflict between Yaakov and Esav. And Rivka was very bothered by this, their mother, and she was told that there are two nations inside of your midst, and basically here it is. There will always be a struggle between Yaakov and Esav. One will be up and one will be down. And there'll always be one on top of the other. And Rashi even quotes a famous quote from our rabbis, which says, Halacha, Esav sone leYaakov, that Esav will always hate Yaakov. It's not even explainable. It's just this built-in thing that there'll always be a conflict between Yaakov and Esav. Why am I saying that in regards to Amalek? Because it's very simple. You see, Esav had a son whose name was Eliphaz. And Eliphaz ended up sleeping with his own daughter, whose name was Timnah. And they had an illegitimate child from that union, and that illegitimate child's name was Amalek. Yes, one more time. There was Esav. Esav had Eliphaz. Eliphaz had improper relationship with his daughter, Timnah. And together they gave birth to Amalek, the illegitimate child. Esav had this long-standing thing that was him against Yaakov always, and he tried to kill Yaakov and didn't succeed, but he left it as a legacy to his grandson Amalek, and told him that you should always be the arch enemy of just try to take them down whenever possible. Throughout their stay, Amalek had the boy Amalek grew up into a man. Eventually, a nation came from him. He lived quite a long time. He lived right through the whole time that the Jews were in Egypt. And Esav had left him with one very important instruction, and it was try to attack the Jews whenever they're weak in their mitzvos, and especially in Torah. And when they're weak in Torah, that's when you could attack them. Throughout their stay in Egypt, Amalek saw that the man Amalek, he saw that the nation of the Jewish people was kind of headed downwards. They were on the 49th level of Tumah, really living improperly, and that they would soon probably dissipate because of that. And then when they were just about to reach the 50th level of Tumah, God stretched out his, outstretched hand, took the Jews in, and they were saved. So then, when they came out of Egypt, Amalek knew, now it looks like they're on the up and up, and I got to fulfill my grandfather Esau's mission, to take them down. And so he watched carefully as they left Egypt until they got to Rephidim, and there the rabbis tell us it stood for Rafu Yedehem Batorah. Their hands are weak in Torah, and pounce. That would be the time for Amalek to jump on them and get them. And that's why Amalek attacked the Jews right when they came out of Egypt, right when they were weak in Torah, and thought he could take them down then. And they lost that battle. And forever since, it's kind of the tracing it back to the origin. Forever since, it's always been a battle of us against Amalek. Amalek being the legacy of Esav. Haman was a descendant of them, and that's why we're going to boo like crazy and stamp him out every time you hear his name. And now you know. Thanks for